It's always the best time of the day to come out and have a look at the garden in the evening. Just seeing where things are at. Be mulching this weekend, giving these guys a really good start. My sweet potatoes going well, and the slips. The cage that's over the top of them is they got quite badly damaged. I think possums came in. This one here has sort of come back from the brink. With this tomato bed, I'm planning a project. I was listening to a local gardening program, and I'm going to set up an experiment where I'm going to treat these 3 Apollo improved plants separately. One, I'm not going to do any form of pruning. I'm just going to let it grow the way it wants. One, I'm going to prune traditionally. And another, I'm going to try and track down some other methods that I can use. I'm also going to use varied amounts of potash, because I want to see what kind of volume of potash will actually get me the result I need. I'm going to leave it a couple of weeks before I start pruning. I want to get a little bit more growth on them, but what I am going to do is take out a lot of the lower leaves when they get tied up. It's strange, I like tomatoes to sort of move around a little bit, get their roots secured. I know the wind can be quite damaging to them, but I've actually found sometimes I end up with much sturdier plants. Sorry about the noise, the dogs are playing over there. The rest I'm going to treat normally. I'm going to pinch them out, stake them, the usual methods that we'd normally do. Sweet potatoes turned up in this drum here, probably from a slip I probably threw away a bit negligently, so I'm going to have to pare that back a bit because there's a capsicum trying to break through in there. Again, still no plans for this bed. I've got to think about it, but as I said, there's a lot of hesitation about what I'm going to do because I'm really thinking about redesign and roofing in the whole garden. Corn here, not a great germination rate from the variety that I bought, but oh well, a bit of corn's better than nothing. Oh, over here, in behind the nectarine, there's an eggplant here. This is a Thai eggplant, and we've had this one for years. It just keeps going, coming back, setting fruit. Never really gets very big, but always provides a few meals during the growing season. Got these remnant onions from an heirloom organic pick, which have bowled from a crest, and I've let them set again. I'm just trying to get some really robust seed from them. So this year I think will be a bit of a bounty. So I'm looking forward to that. Anzac peaches, doing beautifully on this little dwarf tree. My potting shed renewal project and hothouse. Basically this bed here that's sort of sitting here redundant, that's going to be incorporated into the hothouse. I used to have a hothouse here before, it's bizarre. And it's going to come out to about here, sort of, try and bring that in, about 2 feet out from these posts. So once this stuff here is cleared out, there's a bed hidden behind there and an old wheelbarrow top. But basically this space is going to be cleared out. That bench is going to move slightly, so the walkway through the 2 halves of the garden are going to be there. My wife's actually suggested that why don't I build the framework for that part of the garden and that secure part into the framework of this sort of centre utility area in the veggie garden. I don't think it's a bad idea really. Down here, we're thinking about sacrificing these 2 beds, or rather relocating the 2 beds at the far end of the bay under that fig tree, as it is, there are gum trees here which I don't want to remove, and they're stealing a lot of water. So we were thinking of actually bringing the chickens up here and then reclaiming the chicken yard down the back for more fruit trees. So that's something still to be considered. Along here, the fruit trees are coming along, waking up a little bit. A couple of drums down here that have got some tomatoes in them that are going really strongly, which I'm pleased with. This is a Satsuma peach, Satsuma plum that's never really been successful here, but this year it seems to have really taken off, and I'm hoping that this is going to be its year. This is a Prince of Wales rose, which was given to me by a friend from a cutting, and had that one for years. It's a marvellous thing. Hunter apricot here, little juvenile one that's been cut back a few times. Again, still waiting for it to come into its full production. And I think I've already spoken about my Joe's peach and the Golden Queen that's next to it. They're always really reliable. Anyway, today is just really an update, and also just to mention that if you get a chance, have a look at a page by a fellow from Melbourne called Urban Bounty. I'll put a link in the detail below, but lovely man, helping people get started, helping them get their pages out there for, you know, the same aim that I have with this, just as a form of relaxation, sharing, you know, getting ideas from other people, so which I've already had, and I'm really pleased to have received those. Anyway, see you next time.